Hi everybody. Happy belated Father's Day. Woo! Give it up for dads, everybody. Woo! I'm not gonna steal Nick's bit and just do that forever. I like how on social media a lot of people will share pictures of their dads. That's sweet. But some of you fucking people have a lot of audacity. My dad's the best dad in the world. Okay, you think your dad's better than mine? All right. Oh, congratulations on your big day, Daddy. Oh, thanks for not pulling out. Oh. That's all I see. I spend too much time online. And every time I see a picture of your dad, I just think, oh, Daddy. That word's been ruined. God damn, what happened? And it's a weird thing when girls call you daddy when you're having sex. It doesn't make sense too, right? Like, a girl will call you daddy and then get upset at you when you bang her mom. No, my house, my rules, young lady. I'm a little bit of a freak, but I'm a big System of a Down fan, so I don't like when girls call me daddy. I like when girls call me father! Father! I like when I get a hand job and the girl goes, Father, into your hands, I commend my spirit. And then I don't call her back and she goes, why have you forsaken me? Tasteless jokes, I'm telling you. But speaking of tasteless jokes, I caught COVID. A little while ago. I don't still have it or anything. And I know doing COVID jokes is a bit dated, like I'm sure you'd prefer a comedian who's got monkeypox. But it was weird. I got it from my girlfriend because we share everything. And the first couple of days I didn't test positive. It's like, okay, maybe I have a really good immune system. But then my girlfriend just kept blowing loads all over my face. Blowing huge viral loads right into my mouth. And that's how I got pregnant with COVID, yeah. And it sucked. My symptoms weren't too bad. It still sucked, obviously. But I had some weird symptoms. And actually, this isn't a joke, this is true. I Googled this, and 10% of men have what I had, which was extremely sensitive testicles. So I just flopped down on the sofa a little too hard and was like, oh, I don't think I can have kids anymore. And then I have this other weird side effect, which I think is kind of related. I'm just really into, like, men singing ballads with really deep voices. You know, like, oh, don't call me daughter, not fair to me. My testicles keep on hurting. All the big hits. My bowels are swollen. All of them, all the big hits. Not like you to say sorry. We're waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken. I sat down and now my balls are aching. And I went down. I steal everything I do from fucking Weird Al. It's sad. Speaking of balls, though, happy Pride Month. Woo. Yeah, give it up for Pride Month. Woo! Woo! There's one more week and then it's okay to be straight again, finally. Have you guys, fellas, have you guys kissed any hot guys for Pride Month? No? So rookie numbers, man, you gotta pump that up. Dave, how many hot dudes have you kissed for Pride Month?
None yet.
None yet? Well, that's good, because the thing is, right, how do you know you're straight if you haven't kissed a hot dude and disliked it? And I have, and that's how I know that, unfortunately, I'm straight.
I've only kissed ugly men for Pride Month.
Stop heckling me, Cal. That was really funny. No, but, oh, you completely derailed my train of thought with a zinger, too. God, let me go back in my head. Kiss a hot man for Pride Month. What am I going to do after I kiss the hot man for Pride Month? Okay, yeah, so no, that's how I know that, unfortunately, I'm straight. So I don't identify as gay. But I have been identified as gay by other people. Like, a lot. This happens to me all the time. I don't know. I mean, I can kind of guess why maybe I do this a lot. But no, I'm from a small town, small conservative town, so it's very normal for me to walk down the street and have a truck drive by and guys go, "You're gay!" And it's like, okay, nice one, bro, but isn't there something very latently homosexual about what you're doing right now? Like, oh, Scotty and the boys gonna climb into the truck and go for a moonlit drive on a hot country night. Go find some teenage boys to yell at. Yeah, that's what heterosexual people do. It's weird, and they're the most homophobic too. And homophobes, they always get really upset on Pride Month. They're always like, "Well, why don't we have a straight pride parade?" Like, guys, you did. It was in Washington, D.C. on the 6th of January. That was the straightest pride parade I've ever seen. All the Proud Boys like, "Come on, fellas, let's put on matching outfits and march for our freedom." It's incredibly queer. No, America's really divided now, too. There's this, all this nonsense, because, okay, on the one hand, there's like school shootings, right? And people on the right are like, we need guns in the school. Every classroom needs an armed teacher. People on the left are like, that's not a very good idea, though. Whatever. And then there's this other thing where people on the right are like, oh, have you seen these drag queens? These drag queens keep reading to our children. People on the left are like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, drag shows are good fun and everything. But I think there's a very obvious solution to both problems. The clear compromise is that every classroom needs to have an armed drag queen. That's exactly what the Founding Fathers had in mind when they created America. The Founding Fathers, they loved guns, they loved wigs, they loved stockings, they loved marching around to a sick beat. People were queer as hell. Armed drag queens, that's exactly what the country was about. That's what the forefathers had in mind. They love French culture too. The French are like, "Hey, George Washington, we built you a statue of liberty. What do you think?" And the Founding Fathers went, "Oh my God, it's fabulous. We're going to put it in New York and tell the whole world to come and visit." The American forefathers. Hey, listen, the American forefathers, that sounds like a homosexual polygamous family to me. Turns out America had 4 fathers, not 1 mama. My favorite part about this routine is that no one can argue with anything I'm saying because they are just historical facts. You can't debate me right now. I'm on fire. I'll destroy your shit. You can try and rewrite history, but like, what are you going to do? You're going to rename the transatlantic slave trade to the cisgendered Atlantic slave trade? That's actually another good compromise, too. I should get into politics. But I think at the end of the day, all this division, you know what? It's like the Founding Fathers said. There's nothing more American than dressing up with your friends in fancy outfits, putting on a wig, stockings, high heels, getting a gun, and fighting anyone who tells you that you need to change who you are deep down inside. And that's what the American four daddies had in mind when they founded the country. Okay, that's my set. Bye-bye! Give it up for Connor, too, killing it.